guys, and welcome back to another Minecraft video. So today we are going to the Nether. So the reason that I'm deciding to go to the Nether, and before going and doing the treasure hunt and all this other stuff, is because one of the main blocks that is new, that I've heard about, is Magma Blocks. And I know that if you stand not on them, but in their bubble stream, you can technically breathe underwater. And what I want to do is I want to get a couple of magma blocks so that we can quickly dive down to the bottom, put a magma block down, dive down to the bottom, put a magma block down, and just put it around like a general perimeter of where the treasure could be, so that way I'm less likely to die trying to mine whatever is on top of it. Also, since the last episode, I've added a couple of things. I've added this beautiful little fishing station. Comes with a little fishing rod. Figured this would probably be the best part because the water is relatively deep right here, so it'll be good for fishing. I added this little dock area so that it's easier for us to use the boat. It was kind of just because I had too much cobblestone. I didn't know what to do with it, so I decided to use it to make this, and I think it looks nice. And then we have this over here, which I want to make another one that leads to that island potentially, but maybe link it from this island to that island. But what I want to do with this island at some point is turn this island completely into a tree and sugarcane farm. Just cover it with trees and sugarcane, so that way we don't have to worry about food or anything else. And so I think the first thing we gotta do before we do anything else is we gotta just grab our pick, a couple of picks. Well, we have more picks down there, I'm pretty sure. Just gotta grab the pick that we need, and then maybe some food, just in case we get hungry down there. And we're gonna head on down to, where we found, down to our little base underground here. Just because there is obsidian down here, and as you all know, you need obsidian to make a nether portal. So we're gonna have to go mine that up, but first we're gonna have to make a diamond pickaxe, which should be fine. Since the last episode, I've done a little bit more mining, but not much has come up. It was more, I found a lot of iron and a lot of gold. But other than that, I didn't find any more diamond, and I didn't really find, any more super important, like, ores at all. So, let's make a diamond pickaxe. There she is. For safety reasons, we're just gonna put this and this in here, and then so we're gonna have to be very, very careful about this. Okay, this one's fine. I feel like this one's not gonna be, yep, there it is. Oop, let's not get that one. Let's dig around. So like I said in the last episode, I believe, I need 10 pieces total to technically make a nether portal. So we're gonna try to get all 10 in one sitting. I mean, this is a relatively big deposit of obsidian, so it shouldn't be hard. It's just gonna be, I'm just like worried about potentially falling into the lava and losing not only the obsidian but the diamond pickaxe, because that would really suck. So I'm gonna mine this up, and then once I'm done, I'll cut to where we're gonna build the actual portal. Okay, so I'm back, and actually let me fill that in really quickly. So I was trying to figure out where I wanted to put this nether portal, and then I realized that I kind of wanted to put it down here, but if we were going to put it down here, I needed to have the ceiling be a little bit higher, so I just made it uniformly higher all the way throughout. And so what we're going to do is we're going to take more cobblestone and take the obsidian, and I'm thinking about putting it like right here because I feel like it would be best. Let me see, 1, 2, and then 1, 2. Okay, it has to be a little bit higher than this, but we can just have it sticking up into here like that. There we go. So we'll put it like this. Boop, boop, boop. Boop, boop, boop. And then we can dig down this. There we go. So that's going to be our little nether portal. And I have flint and I have iron, so we can make a flint and steel really quickly to light it. And then we will be ready to go. I do want to get a couple... I want to make sure that I'm adequately prepared for the nether, because I know ghasts are a thing. Zombie pigmen aren't really a thing you have to worry about unless you accidentally hit one, which just, like, don't. It's just a bad idea. But yeah. So I just want to make sure that I have... I'm gonna make a new iron sword just so that I have best protection I can have. And then... should I make a diamond sword, actually? I'll make both. So that way, if something happens to my diamond sword, I have something to go back on. Or vice versa. Okay, let's make the diamond one first. And then the iron. Here we go. Okay. And then just a normal, like, stone pickaxe. Or I guess an iron pick would be good, yeah. Let's bring this one. And then we'll bring a stone one. Okay, so I think we're ready to go. I have a stone pick, 2 iron picks because this iron pick looks like it might be going soon, an iron sword, a diamond sword, some torches, and some bread, so that way we don't starve, or if we do get hurt, we don't get hurt too bad, because I'm not trying to hit a zombie pigman and then start all of that mess. So let's go. Oh, there is nether ore. Okay, so I wasn't wrong about that. So... but it is, like, gonna... It sometimes blows up, right? Okay, so I don't know where... Hello? Did that just fall from nowhere? Okay. So I don't know exactly where to find magma cubes. Or magma blocks, excuse me. So we're just gonna have to actually just search for a little bit. Let's see. Hey guys, how's it going? Forgot how nasty of a noise they make. Oh, there they are. They're down there, okay. We'll just have to very carefully get down there without falling into any sort of lava or anything, but also without actually touching them. Just gonna suck. And I know that if you use soul sand with them, sometimes you can make bubble elevators. So I'm gonna get like a couple of them. I don't like that noise. That's a ghast, I think. Yup, that's a ghast. I really would prefer if it wouldn't try to murder me while I'm down here. Because I think I got everything I needed, so I'm just gonna skeet out. Yeah, I'm just gonna skeet out because I don't want to mess with a ghast or anything else today. Is this quartz? Nether quartz? That's what I thought. Is nether quartz good for anything? I'm gonna grab it while I'm here. Not too much of it though, just because I don't want to be here for longer than I have to. So I'm just gonna head back to the portal. I'm gonna put like, yeah, I'll put like torches right here. So if I ever need to remember where my portal is and I'm not on this side, I just come this way. Okay, so let's go back in. Okay, so we made it back. That was a pretty successful trip. We got some magma blocks. So what I want to do now, I made a lot of tools for no reason really, but what I want to do now, we should have gotten glowstone, because then I could glow under. Did magma blocks glow? I feel like they glow. Okay, so we're going to take these, and I'm going to go try and set them up here, so that we're all prepared to find the actual treasure in the next episode. Or maybe, honestly, depending on how long this one has been so far. Could be this episode, but really... Oh, I should have brought a pick with me. It's fine. Come on. But yeah, depending on how long this episode is, it might be this episode, but I really feel like it probably should be the next episode, because I want to spend time, because I know there's also naturally spawning magma blocks that happen in this world that form near underwater ruins. And so that would be cool to try and find after we find the buried treasure, because I don't know how long the actual buried treasure will be, like how long it'll take for us to find the treasure, considering the fact that it is so close to us. But then again, things can be like right under your nose, and then you like completely don't see them at all, so I don't know. We'll see. But I'm gonna go try and place these. Let me actually eat that fish real fast. Or let me have an apple, actually. So that way I have full hunger, so that way if I do start drowning when I'm down there, it's not that bad. Ooh, wait, we need the treasure map. Because I don't want to put it all over the place, I just want to put it around where the actual treasure probably is. Oh, look at that! You can see our little bridge! Okay. So this is our little dock. So I'm gonna hop into the boat. Let's see here. So it should be like right around here. If I'm correct. Okay, so right there. Oh, we're like directly under the boat. Whoops. Okay, so like right there, which is fine. So, I did not mean to drop one. Let's go down. Put one here. Oh, it's not making the actual... Oh, okay, there it is. Wait, do you not take actual damage? Oh, you do, but it's after a while. Okay, so you can stand on it for a little bit. Let's put another one here-ish. Actually, I need some there. Okay, let's put one like here, one here. Probably one all the way down here, and one maybe in between them. So like here-ish? I think that's good. Okay, so that should be fine for right now. Because that should hopefully allow us to have enough air to like mine whatever block is on top of the actual chest. So what I think I'm going to do for this episode, because I really want to save the treasure hunt for the next one, because I want to try and see if we can find underground ruins and other things such as that, is I think I'm going to set up my tree farm. Because that's something I could easily do right now. We're going to have a little bit of birch, a little bit of oak, and some sugarcane. Because we don't have much sugarcane. I might also... So the reason that I want to connect... Also, I have no idea why there's so many zombie noises happening right now. But, the reason I want to connect this farm to that, or this land to that land, is because I kind of want to expand this one here and turn it into a bigger version of this farm right here. So that way we have our tree farm, our sugarcane farm, and then a bigger version of the farm over here with the wheat and anything else we stumble across along the way, in case we get like pumpkin seeds or like melon seeds or stuff like that. Honestly, a melon seed would be great to have. But I'm gonna harvest this real fast. Also, the thing that would be good is that once this is out of the way, I could technically expand our little shack here, like base, into a more respectable sized house. And I might actually be able to include this in it, which means that we wouldn't have to go outside at all for when we want to go like actually like mining or go to our second base, which I think would be honestly favorable. So yeah, I kind of want to connect all of these islands together with like a bridge of some. Okay, so I think that's. I'll add a couple more over here. There we go. And I think that's good for the actual like wood, and then we'll just have the sugarcane like that. And then yeah, let's build a path over to that one, and then over to this one. And I don't want you guys to have to sit through all of this, so I'll either speed it up if I can figure out how to do that, or I'll just cut to when I'm done with it. Yeah, I'll see you guys in a little bit. Okay, so for you guys, was gone like a second, maybe, but I actually did quite a bit of stuff. It took me about an hour to do all of this. So basically what I did was I attached that island to that island and then to that island, but I also surrounded all of the islands with cobblestone fencing. Oh yeah, I forgot. Okay, so a creeper blew up right here. I'm gonna have to fix that later. But I decided that I'm gonna move the sugarcane farm to this island over here instead of the other one. So this island over here, what I want it to be is I want this half to be a giant like wheat slash pumpkin slash melon farm, essentially, or potatoes and carrots too if we end up getting those, but the chances of finding like a village or those randomly is not very high considering all of the islands we found. And then I was gonna go and make it so that this essentially was the part for sugarcane. And then this part over here I haven't decided what to do yet. That's why it's blocked up, just so that way if mobs spawn on it, it's not gonna like wreck me or anything like that. This setup here with the cobblestone fencing and everything obviously is not the final product, because I'm probably going to end up making this actual little stretch here a little bit wider both ways, so that way we can have more stuff going on, honestly. But what I wanted to do right now is just start setting up the actual wheat farm that we're going to have. I had a bit of a shock. So while I was doing all of this stuff, I kept on being like, I want to sleep in my bed. And it kept on being like, you can't sleep. Monsters are near. And I would go outside. And this was after I had set up the wall completely around, like, our island. And so I was really confused because I didn't understand why it kept on saying that when there was literally, like, no mobs anywhere near me. And I was like, is there a cave or something that I don't know about? Like, I was really, really confused. And then I needed to replace some of the dirt on the island, so I started digging up part of my farm, like the water part of the farm, and ended up, like, discovering that apparently a while back, I don't know when this happened, honestly. I don't doubt that I'm the reason that this happened, but for some reason. Oh, hi. How are you? But for some reason, there was down here, under this part here, an open space. Just completely open, that mobs were spawning in because it was dark. But since the space was technically right next to where my bed is, it wouldn't let me sleep, even though I physically couldn't see any mobs. And it was just, like, really confusing at first, because I was like, why is there, like, why can I not sleep? Like, that makes 0 sense. And then it made a lot of sense. And so that was just, it was really stressful, because when I did that, like I said, I wasn't expecting it at all. So I ended up having to deal with, like, a crap ton of creepers and mobs and stuff like that that were just sitting under my base for the entire time. And, like, they didn't pay rent. I don't understand why they were there. Like, I was so confused as to why when I was in my base, I would be hearing, like, such loud noises of, like, zombies and spiders and stuff like that. And I was like, that makes no sense. And I just kept on telling myself that it was because there was, like, probably some of them outside because it was nighttime or something like that. But it sounded like it was, like, right next to my bed. And I was so confused as to, like, why I could hear them so distinctly, and then it was like, it all kind of just makes sense now. But yeah, so that was fun. I was sitting here and just, there was 2 nights straight that I couldn't sleep in the bed because it was telling me the monsters were near. And the first night, I was just like, okay, this is probably just because monsters are near, as in, like, they're technically, like, on my island, so it's whatever. And then the second night, I was like, literally, there's nothing next to me, but I hear them as if they are, and that's what was really weird to me. So yeah, so what I think I'm gonna do now is probably cut down all of these trees, because our tree farm seems to be doing great, and all the stuff is grown. So I'm gonna cut down all the trees, replant them, and then start making a plan for how to set up our new base. Is I want to start moving all this stuff, like, out. But I think what I want to do first is set up the actual outline of what I want the house to look like. So I prefer for it to have a little bit of, like, a back area. So we're going to start here. Probably go like this. I want it to be relatively large, just because, I mean, why not? We have the space, so. Okay. Go like this. Okay. So this seems like a nice little outline to me. I'm gonna say that probably we should have the doors right here. Is that about even? Yeah. Okay. So I want to have double door, front door, obviously. And we're gonna just have essentially the like um, bare bones of what this is done by the end of this episode. Yeah, but yeah, I'm really liking the way that this is all looking so far. I really didn't expect for us to honestly even get this far in the series. I've really been trying my hardest to be somewhat consistent with uploading videos, but also with actually continuing to upload them. I have a tendency to, with YouTube things, basically upload consistently for like 2, maybe 3 times at most, and then I'll just kind of, oh, hello. Okay, put torches down in here so they don't spawn in here, because that would be not fun. But yeah, going back to the whole YouTube thing, I tend to do this thing basically where I get really excited about it, and then after like doing it for a couple of weeks, maybe even like a month, I get kind of like discouraged, I guess is a good word for it, in doing it, because I don't know, I feel like it's one of those things where it's like, I know a lot of people, like a lot of therapists and psychologists have talked about how like YouTube is like, can be very detrimental on your health, like doing videos and honestly just like social media in general, because it's essentially you're just comparing yourself or trying to compare yourself to others, and in doing so, even if you don't necessarily try to actively, in doing so, it's like detrimental to your self-esteem and stuff like that. So I struggle with that a lot because I've had a lot of like experiences with hello? Excuse you. Sir, calm. I did not ask for that. Why would you do that? That was really rude. But I've had a lot of experiences with being super motivated when people actually like interact with my videos and stuff like that, and seeing subscribers and stuff like, and seeing like people subscribing and everything, and it just makes me like really excited, really happy, and then it all tends to like, I don't know, it's not that it goes like wrong, but in a way it's like I set like unreal expectations for myself, essentially. Like if I have a video, like in the past, if I've had a video that did like relatively well, I would assume, which I don't know if it's necessarily a good assumption to make, but I would assume that the video, like the next video I make, is going to do even better. But in most cases, that's not how it works, and it's weird to like talk about as like openly as I'm trying to talk about it, because I don't know. I just, oh, let's make some glass. I just really have put, and I think it's because I've been trying to do it for so long, like trying to actually successfully do YouTube for so long, that I kind of have a skewed perception of the way things actually work. A lot of the people that I knew when I was growing up and starting to do YouTube and decided to do stuff like that were like relatively popular. Not like anything like PewDiePie level or like any other like super popular like gaming person, But like one of my friends had like close to I think like 2,000 subs or something when I knew him, and to me that was like wild. Because I was like, holy crap, like people, like normal people who don't really like have the like best equipment or stuff like that can just do this thing and still be as popular or get as like many views and stuff as people who do, which, excuse you, which was like wild to me. You know what am I doing? I'm just gonna sleep. What the heck? I have no idea what just happened. What the heck? But yeah, but basically, I'm kind of proud of myself with this channel. More specifically, not the channels, like, in general, but more specifically, like, this series, because I've tried really hard to not compare it to a lot of people that I've seen, and seen, like, their successes and stuff like that, and I obviously want people to be able to act. Hello? Can you leave? But yeah, I don't want to, like, actively compare myself to any other YouTuber, popular or not, because it's one of those things where it's like, I'm not trying to be somebody else, and I don't want to compare myself to somebody else because other people have different, like, stories, other people have different circumstances, and all. Okay, so I think it's starting to look really, really nice, actually. I want to build the little shed thing over here last, because, I don't know, I feel like taking all of this down is going to be more work than building the rest of this up. One thing I am going to do, however, is move my bed into here. Not right there specifically, but into here somewhere. Where should we put it? Guess right here in like the middle is fine. Okay, let's see if there's any more glass. Yep, cool. And then I think, honestly, after I finish building this, I think I might save building the smaller, like, work shack until after we do the treasure hunt. Just because I feel like the work shack we have right now is fine. Like, yeah, it's a little bit inconvenient having to, like, dig up that to go into the mine, but it's not, like, the worst thing in the world. Like, there's definitely a lot more things that are worse than that. So, I think, honestly, yeah, this is nice. Okay, and it's nighttime. Oh, it's beautiful. Honestly, you know what? Let me get this flower. We're gonna make a pot real fast. And then, once we make a pot, we'll put the flower in the pot. And I think we're gonna end the episode. Just like on this beautiful sunset. And I'm just gonna sleep in there, and it's gonna be great. But yeah, guys, I think I'm gonna end the video right here on this beautiful sunset we have behind me. We didn't really get to the work shed yet, which is fine. We'll get to that in another video, but I like the little house that we've made so far, and I like all of the improvements we've made to the multiple different islands. I think we did a lot of good work today, and I really hope you guys like the video and are staying safe. Make sure to wash your hands and to cover your mouth when you cough or sneeze, and I hope you guys have a great day.